This is Balanced, a holistic lifestyle podcast for millennials that focuses on mastering mind, body, and soul. I'm your host, Jebu Vive, a Jamaican mother, wife, educator, and motivator. Follow me as we dive into all of life's compartments on my journey to striking the balance. What's up, Guan Beauts? If you're new to this podcast, big up your clean self. I'm super happy to have you join me on this holistic journey. On our last episode, we discussed 5 of 10 steps we could take to become the best version of ourselves. If you missed that episode, fret not, because you can always tune in and check it out on my YouTube channel. The link can be found below in the description box. All right, now rush me. I know you're ready and waiting to hear what the rest of these steps are, so let me not tarry for much longer. I'm your sage, Jebu V. Welcome to the Balanced family. Now, I won't be selfish and jump right into the last 5 baby steps. No, I'm gonna stay so bad. What I will do though is I'll run through those first 5 for those of us who are just joining. Let's go. Step 1. Slow down. Yeah, slow it down. Step 2, declutter or clean house. Step 3, soul search. Step 4, embrace your findings and acknowledge that you always have a choice to make a change. Step 5, learn a coping method. Mine is Mana. Okay. Now that we're up to speed, let's get counting. Step 6. I began reading more. Simple, right? Well, initially for me, wrong. I had quite a rough time with this step. It should have been just, a menial task, grab a novel or whatever text of my choice for enlightenment and read it. However, I had such a hard time because I couldn't make the time. I couldn't even figure out what exactly I needed to read first. Reading was something done in leisure, but that was something I didn't have being a mother, wife, hustler, and all. I was still having trouble managing my time. But seriously though, Beauts, I wanted to learn more about my weaknesses and how to build on my strengths. I needed to educate myself, set sail on my horizons kind of vibe, I was losing time, the more time I wasted not reading. So I had to finally find a hard copy, old school style, and I made the time. Just like I would for anything else dear to me, I had to. I needed that moment of productive leisure, and it's important that no matter what is going on to consume your time, you need to cut at least 30 minutes out of your day to read a few pages or even a chapter. It will be a step in the right direction. You'd be surprised how learning more can really put your mind in a position of growth. Leave me a review or a comment and let me know what's good to read and how you cut time out to feed your mind. Step 7. Do it. Do it. Now, I know. I've said taking the first step into action is the hardest, and it is. We can attest to that. It takes patience and preparation, but the beauty of the first step is the fact that it doesn't have to be a large one. Say what? Yeah, that's what I said. Don't feel pressured to start taking major steps if you don't have the resources at the moment. You can crawl towards them, aka work towards them. Crawl if it means organizing and planning. Crawl if that means getting out of bed 2 hours earlier. Crawl if that means cutting down on how much tobacco you season your weed with. Hello. Crawl if it means saving $20 a day. Little did I know, Beauts, that I was preparing myself to propel. I was crawling. I spent a lot of time crawling, by the way. But it was actually time I took that leap of faith, that first step. I had matured out of my crawling phase. Nike said, just do it. I took their advice. Don't revert to overthinking and second guessing yourself. Don't hesitate. Step 8. If there is one thing I battled with even while starting this podcast, and in all honesty, it scared the color from my milk chocolate cheeks, Beauts, it was step 8. This was one of the more difficult, what do I mean more? It was the most difficult step I had to learn. Let me tell you, I tried schedules. I tried using my alarm as a reminder. My calendar, Google Keep Notes became my best friend to organize my to-do lists. If I was going to unpack the best version of me, I needed to be consistent in working towards it, whatever form that took. I had to cancel my I don't feel like it, hold on energy, even if that meant I had to pin my eyelids open on rainy days or late nights. I'm still a work in progress, Beauts. So find me on TikTok or on Twitter at JEBUVVT and let me know what are some methods you've used to help you stay with it and how you got over being inconsistent. I'll allow you to catch your breath for just a second because when we get back, we'll be looking at the last 2 steps to your breakthrough. Thanks for sticking around, Beauts. So listen to this one. Step 9 was belief. In retrospect, I wasn't believing in myself enough to actually take major action. Yeah, I was crawling, I was doing my baby steps, but I needed to actually see this major change to actually feel like I was moving forward, getting something done. See, majority of the time we forget how important belief is. I've noticed most recently there is this trend of manifestation. Listen, Beauts, I totally and unquestionably approve. Yep, I'm all for it. I do believe that the tongue is powerful. Power the tongue, right? So the things that you speak into your life, the things that you speak over your life, those are the things that will be. Those are the things that will happen. So if you want good things to happen, speak good things about yourself and about your situation. Am I right? The thing we speak over our lives and or points of view has so much to do with the outcome we get. So here I am with another checklist. Remember those? I was educating myself. Tick. I was embracing myself. Tick. I was trying my best to maintain control of myself and listen more. Tick. I was keeping out all of the clutter and bad vibes. Tick, tick, check, check again. But, and this is a big but, people, beautiful people, I was still feeling like I wasn't taking tangible action. I emphasize on the feelings, because that was my hold on energy pest trying to show up herself. I needed real results. Yes, I really needed to connect with my higher self in order to actually start believing that I could, I would, and so I did. I had to believe that I was worth it. I not only had to envision myself, but I also had to act on that belief like I was already there, living my best life. Yeah. Step 10. Lastly, Beauts, I held this one so dear because I was going to execute while being unapologetically and authentically myself, regardless of everyone else's input. I knew I had to brace for criticism, harsh words, and incomprehensive people. I knew not everyone would agree with me or even like me. However, I made a mental note of my first couple crawling baby steps. I knew what I was about. I was in control of myself and what I let into my environment. Glory, glory for all of those crawling lessons, right? I had prepared myself for the work ahead. I was now positioned, taking real action because I believed that I could, and I was ready for whatever would have come along in my new chapter. So Beauts, those are my 10 steps that I used for my breakthrough. Let's do a quick run through of all of them. Step 1, slow down. Step 2, declutter, clean house. Step 3, soul search. Step 4, Embrace your findings and acknowledge that you always have a choice to make a change. Step 5, learn a coping method. Step 6, educate yourself. Step 7, believe in what you're going for, believe in you. Step 8, take that leap and just do it. Step 9, be consistent about it. Step 10, be you no matter what. Now, you know our show isn't balanced without some food for thought. So let me serve you some. I would really like for us to carry this one throughout the rest of this season and hopefully hold it as a reminder for the rest of your journey. Repeat after me. I am in full control of me. I dictate my life. I make my own happiness. Let's go again. Because I don't want my beautiful people in the back falling asleep on me. Sound the alarm and wake them up. Ready? This is our mantra this season, okay? Let's go again. I am in full control of me. I dictate my life. I make my own happiness. On that note, we can call this episode a wrap. I hope you enjoyed our time together because I deeply appreciate it. You can find me, your blunt bombshell, at JEBUVVT on Twitter and on TikTok for more motivational content. Join me next week as we strive to strike the balance. Until then, walk good, Beauts. Bless.